lived in New York, I lived in New York City for about 7 years. There's 5 boroughs in New York. Manhattan, where you all watch all the movies. Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens. Queens is more on the water. It's more to the right when you look at New York. And it's right on the Hudson and then on the ocean as well. And every year there's lots of Chinese people that live in Queens. It's kind of known for having lots of Chinese people. And every year they did a dragon boat race. And it had a big festival. So when I lived in New York, almost every year I would go to Queens on Dragon Boat Festival Day and eat zongzi, and they would have lots of different dragon boat races. It was really fun.
That sounds cool.
So it's funny. Yeah, it's nice. And it's funny, though, because a lot of my students have never actually watched a dragon boat race.
I never watched it before.
Yeah. So it's always funny to me that I've watched many. I have watched many. There's also not Dragon Boat, but in London, I lived in London as well. There is this very famous boat race that takes place on the Thames every year between Oxford and Cambridge, and I've watched that one as well. But the Dragon Boat's more interesting because there's more races. The Oxford Cambridge race is just like one race, and then that's it. Anyways, we are talking about bones today. So, have you ever had an x-ray? Have you ever thought you might have broken something?
No.
No? All right. Good.
I rarely have any x-rays.
Have you ever had an x-ray for anything? An x-ray. An x-ray is just to show the bones. There's other scans, like an echo or an MRI. Those are different. But have you ever had an x-ray just for your bones?
I don't really remember if I had an x-ray or not. However, if it's these kind of x-rays, I probably did not have any x-rays if you're talking about this.
Yeah. Well, they don't usually do your whole body. They usually, if you think you broke your foot, or you think you broke your hand, or you think you cracked a rib, they might do an x-ray on the body part that's injured. They don't usually do like the full x-ray. Sometimes at airports there's a scanning machine. They don't use the x-ray technology though, but they have a scanning machine that people can see if you're carrying anything, you're hiding anything dangerous to go on the planes. But not all airports have that. Do you know anyone who's ever broken a bone? Yeah, has anyone, your friends, your mom, dad, do you know anyone? No? Oh, I broke my foot. I broke my foot in ballet. Yeah, and I had to get, but, the funny thing is I broke my foot in ballet, but I was in London, and London is NHS, and I went to the NHS to get my foot checked out because I felt something pop and I heard it. It was a very loud snapping sound, and I knew something was wrong. But I went to the NHS and I told the doctor, and the doctor is like, you just bruised it. You just sprained it. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure something happened, and he didn't believe me. So he made me ice it and rest it, and it was my metatarsal, so it's the front of my foot, like here by my big toe. And it hurt, and I hobbled for a while, and then I couldn't bend it anymore. Like I couldn't point my toe for ballet anymore. But it kept bothering me. So I went back, when I went to New York, it was bothering me when I was running a lot. So I got an x-ray. I finally got an x-ray like 3 years after I broke it. And the doctor's like, you broke your foot. I'm like, yeah. He's like, but it healed wrong now. So I broke my foot and the bones went like this, but then bones are amazing. And those bones fused themselves, but wrong, back together. So I had to get it rebroken, were the cast. And I was not happy because the NHS would not give me an x-ray at the time. But anyways, why do you think we need bones? What do you think they're for, Ivanka?
They're for keeping our bodies in shape.
Okay, but not all creatures have bones. They keep themselves in shape. What else could they be used for?
They're usually made of slime. And slime can keep them in shape.
Well, let me tell you, we have our skeleton, but what about the exoskeleton? Like, insects don't have bones. They keep their shape.
Oh, yeah, they keep their shape with exoskeletons, too. If you
Yeah.
them, they can't really move.
Exactly, but they're not bones. So why do so many animals have bones? What do you think?
Probably to usually those big animals, they have bones, or bigger, slightly bigger ones, like rodents.
You're right. That's actually something to notice. Yeah, absolutely.
They have
microorganisms don't have bones.
They have bones because they have to move a lot. The slimy snails, they already have a shell. They don't really need bones.
No, that's actually good. Bones serve many purposes. One of the main purposes here as well. We're gonna talk all about this. What do you think our ribs do? Like we don't lift anything with our ribs. Yes, a lot of animals have these extra bones. Like they don't move on their own. They don't serve any purpose besides keeping our organs safe. All right, now we have this word appendages, and it's to cover all body parts. So we don't have to say, oh, your arms, legs, fingers, toes. No, appendages. All right, so anything that sticks out of the main core of our body is an appendage. All right, so go ahead. Please read for us.
Okay, external body parts that stick out of the body, such as arms or legs, your arm and hands, legs and feet. Your appendages allow you to perform different activities.
Yeah. Now we have hinge joints and ball and socket joint.
Hinge joints, joints that open like a door. The elbow joint and the knee joint are hinge joints. A joint that fits together as a ball fits in as a ball that fits into a glove. The joint where the humerus connects to the
shoulder bone.
I know what the shoulder means. I just thought I read this wrong.
Oh, that's the humerus.
Shoulder bone is a ball and socket joint.
Yeah, that's just the name of the. I know humerus, but it's spelled differently. So yeah, our hip joint is also a ball and socket. We deal a lot with it, and the science behind it when we do ballet. So, for example, when we teach arabesque, we have students imagine that they're rotating that joint out because that's the only way that you're going to allow space for your leg to get higher. So it's a lot to do with anatomy, with how we move our bodies in dance, since that has come a long way since they first started dancing. So it's the science behind it. All right, when you're ready, cartilage. I know we know what cartilage is, but go ahead, Ivanka.
An elastic tissue found in humans and other vertebrates. The part of your nose that sticks out is not made of bone, but rather of a tissue called cartilage. I know that it's not made of bone.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, we have cartilage in different parts of our bodies, our ears and our nose. Parts of our ribs aren't bone, but they're parts of our cartilage. So we have a lot. All right, now we have ligaments and sutures.
Okay, ligaments, tissues that connect one bone to another bone. Tissues called ligaments connect the bones to make up the skeleton. Oh, something. This is a statue, right? What? Why is it?
Yeah.
Why does it show?
It might be a scientific statue. I don't think there's this exhibition called Bodies. You may have seen it. It's usually more adults, but it's a very scientific exhibition of real human bodies, but dissected in a way that you can see how the internal organs work. They're bodies that were donated for the project, but it's interesting. Just kind of macabre, we'd call it. All right, but this is probably just a statue for scientific purposes. I don't think anyone would want this type of art in their home to look at.
It's disturbing, kind of, for people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want this in my home, even for scientific purposes.
I think this would be kind of weird.
It would be weird. I absolutely agree. It'd be weird.
People would
be
think
very
you're
weird.
a freak if you have this thing in your house.
Unless you were a doctor.
Yeah.
If you were a doctor, you might need it. You might, like, I don't know, some of my doctor's friends will have parts of the anatomy, things that they used when they were studying and such. All right. Anyways, let's continue. Go ahead. So we have ligaments and sutures. This one is sutures. That T makes it sutures. Sutures. Yeah, very good.
Joints are seams between skull bones. The bones come together at a special joint called sutures.
Yeah, very good. You got it. Perfect. All right. Spinal cord. Go ahead. Spinal cord.
Spinal cord. A connection of nerves that are protected by vertebrae. First, it protects the soft spinal cord, which runs through the vertebrae.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So it doesn't always protect it well, but we have that. We have swivel joints. So lots of different things. So what are swivel joints?
Swivel joints that can tilt or turn.
All right. So which ones can you think of? Or read this one here.
The joints between the vertebrae of your spine are swivel joints, which tilt and turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have a lot. Now we have tendons and vertebrates. Vertebrates is all of the animals or things with backbones. All right. Tendons. But let's start with tendons, Ivanka. Go ahead. Tendons.
Tendons. Tough tissues that attach muscles to bones. Vertebrates. Animals with backbones. Many bones have muscles attached to them by tendons. Skeletons give vertebrates, humans and many other animals, their shape.
Very good. But bones do more than just give us our shape. They provide us with things. All right, so let's rate. Rate and match. We have appendages, ball and socket joint, spinal cord, and tendons. Go ahead.
Can I click this? Oh, yeah.
You can click both. This one works.
I can't delete.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think you can. I can though. So.
Okay.
I can't really delete. I can just refresh the page. Good.
Wait, I want to see what happens if I click on. Oh, you can't really
it might go. Uh-oh.
It can't.
You can't click on the wrong one?
No.
Uh-oh.
No,
There it goes. Uh-oh.
No, I mean.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean that if, for example, this is already clicked, it already has the answer here, so I can't choose this anymore. It's not gonna be wrong.
Yeah. So that's fine. But that's okay. But if you click the wrong one, you get uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait, let me try.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. All right, so we have appendages. Yeah, good.
So big.
Good. You got it.
But you can still click these.
Sometimes you can click them, sometimes you can't. All right, now we have our blanks here.
Sorry?
Manchester United. This is Manchester United. It's a very famous football club. Manchester United and Arsenal are usually playing against each other. I was an Arsenal supporter, sort of. All right, good. All right, what about the other ones?
A. Is it A?
Ligament damage in his foot. Yeah, that sounds right. You can try it. Definitely not precise. All right, now shark blank has been used to make artificial skin for human burn victims. What do sharks have a lot of?
Shark. Well, shark has a lot of teeth. They also have a lot of these.
Good, cartilage, yeah. All right, so we talked about prior knowledge. So we already talked about this already in the very beginning of the lesson when I asked, why do we have bones? What do we use them for? And I asked, if you've ever broken a bone. Can you think of anything else that our bones do that's pretty cool?
No.
Where do you think we get our blood?
I don't know.
The heart pumps it, but what makes it?
I don't know.
Our bones.
Oh.
Our bones help make the bone marrow, makes the cells. It acts like a blood factory, and it's constantly generating our new red and white blood cells. So our bones, if we didn't have bones, we wouldn't generate blood. I mean, lots of different parts of our body work together, but our bones generate it from our bone marrow. All right, so we're going to think about this. We're going to identify, as we read, we're going to think of each chapter, and I want you to think of what the main idea is of each chapter and why the author has chosen to write about it. All right, we know this one already. Now, this is the most important part. We have the main idea, all the details that support it. All right, so we find the main idea, and then we think, okay, what sentences, what paragraphs support what the author wants us to know? All right, so it's better to do this one, not read about it, but to practice it. All right, so how many chapters do we have in this book?
We have 5 chapters.
Yeah. Which chapter looks the most interesting to you? I like the don't get out of joint.
I don't really know. They're all okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think, looking at these chapter titles, what do you think we're going to learn about bones? What questions could you ask about it that we might get the answers to?
We might get the answer to body shapes. heads.
No, so that's not so we might find out, why do we have bones? How do they shape our bodies? What happens when we break a bone? How are the bones different? So I don't, when I ask what the book is about, I don't want you to like read the chapter titles. Like, the book is about put your back into it. What does that mean? What do you think we're going to learn about and put your back into it? What bone system might we?
We're gonna talk about the backbone.
What's the backbone called?
A vertebrae.
Yeah, so we might learn about the vertebrae. What happens if we hurt our vertebrae, which is the nerves in our back. All right. So as you read the book, find out more about bones and function. So let's get started. All right, lizards. Go ahead. Body shapers. Let's go.
Your fish have one. You have one too. What do y'all have? Y'all have skeletons. Skeletons are the bones inside animals' bodies. The skeleton is framed that has muscles, blood vessels, and skin wrapped around. Skeletons give vertebrates, humans, and many other animals their shape. You can identify many animals just by looking at their skeletons.
Good, very good. All right, so why do animals have skeletons? To keep our shape.
Yeah, to
keep
our shape. It also
then, according to this, and to frame our muscle.
It makes blood, right?
Yeah, we're learning about that one later. But how many bones? Do you know how many bones the human body has?
I don't know.
Do you think it's more than 100 or less than 100?
I think it's more than 100.
Yeah, more than 200 or less than 200?
Probably more.
Yep, you're right. A little bit more. All right, 206. 206 bones. All right, go ahead.
The human skeleton is made up of 206 bones, starting at the top with the skull and anything at the bottom is the toe bones. Many bones have muscle attached to them by tendons. These bones help us. Move. Some bones protect sharp organs inside our bodies, such as the heart and the brain. Many large bones, special areas in the center that make broad cells. Tissues called ligaments connect the bones to make up the skeleton. To learn how bones work, let's take a closer look at specific body areas. Wow, that's a lot of meat.
I've already answered this question. Yeah, so that's a lot. You're right. Now, what is the main idea of the section titled Body Shapers? What's the main idea? Only one answer.
Okay.
And I want you to think of There we go. Good. Yeah, very good. All right, heads up. Go ahead.
Heads up. Press your head against
Press your hand.
your forehead. A part of your face above your eyebrow, your forehead, your heart, because you're going to feel the skull. Well, I know the skull.
Or we call it the cranium. Good.
Which I think I'm a little bit familiar.
Okay.
Under the skin, the cranium is one set of bone in your body. It protects your brain, a very important and very soft organ, unfortunately. The cranium is like a crash helmet, except that it is not as strong. For that reason, you need to wear a helmet when playing some sports. If you feel around your head, your skull seems to be one piece. Actually, though, the skull is made up of many different bones. The bones come together at special joints called
Sutures.
Unlike the other joints, sutures don't move much. These racers wear helmets to protect their skulls.
Good. So what's the difference between a regular joint and a suture? Which one moves more? How do sutures differ from other joints?
Okay. The sutures, they don't move much. They don't really move.
Yeah. But we have them for a very important purpose. You'll know that when babies are born, they are born with a hole, like a soft spot. So as their brain grows, their skull, at these parts, these lines, comes across, and it allows the brain to get. All right, let's go. So go ahead. Remember
taking your forehead? This part of the skull is the frontal bone. The ridge of bone above your eyes is the supportable ridge. The largest part of your skull covers the top and back of your head. These two bones are the
parietal
bones.
Good, very good.
The part of your skull is just above your neck in the back. Wait. Just above your neck in the back is the occipital. Bone. And the sides of the skull above the ears are temporal bones.
Very good. So we have our sutures, the supraorbital ridge, the frontal bone, occipital bone, and the temporal bone. All right, well, we're not going to do that part. All right, let's go ahead and continue. So in all,
your skull has 22 bones. Not counting the 6 in your middle ears and the 1 in your throat. Under your cheeks, you can feel your cheekbones, or zygomatic bones. Your jaw is made up of 2 bones, the upper jaw, or maxilla, and the lower jaw, or mandible. The lower jaw is one of the few bones in your skull that can move on its own. If you look at a skeleton, you might see something missing from its face. A nose. The part of your nose that sticks out is not made of bone. bone, but rather tissue called cartilage. Touch your nose and move it around. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So you knew that. We already talked about this one. All right. So go ahead. What is cartilage like? So go ahead.
Cartilage, unlike your bones, can bend. Cartilage, which is also found at the ends of bones, keeps them from rubbing together. Skeletons also have teeth, but teeth are not bones. Teeth are harder than bones. The outside of a tooth is made of a substance called enamel. Enamel is the hard substance in the body. What is the hard substance in the body, animal? I did not say
enamel. Not animal.
Enamel.
Enamel. Very good. Very good. Yeah, it's just the outer part of your tooth is the enamel. Right now, which of the following details, only one, is not correct according to what we have just read in this section? Not correct.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Right now, we're going to talk about the spine. Put your back into it. Go ahead.
Put your back into it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The skull connects to the backbone, also the spinal column. You can feel the few parts of the spinal column along the back of your neck. The ridges of the spinal column continue down your back, all the way to your hips. These ridges, called vertebrae, are individual bones of your backbone. The backbone has 33 vertebrae.
33, good.
Okay. Seven vertebrae, the cervical vertebrae are in the neck. The 12 vertebrae run from the top of your back to the middle of your back. They are the thoracic vertebrae.
Thoracic. 5 lumbar.
5 lumbar vertebrae are at the back of your waist, followed by 5 sacral vertebrae, which sit between the
Fused sacral vertebrae. 5 fused means they don't have movement. They're together. Yeah, they're fused. They don't. The other vertebrae, they link together like blocks, and they can move. The ones at the bottom are fused, so they don't have as much flexibility.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Which sits?
Sits between your hips. The remaining vertebrae from the coccyx.
Mm-hmm.
Coccyx. At the bottom of your spinal column.
We don't have to, when they have this, you don't have to stress it that much. It's just, instead of thoracic, we'd say thoracic, coccyx, vertebrae. That's it. We don't have to make it really stressed. So it's just asking, how many vertebrae are there in total?
There are, 33.
Yeah, very good. 33 vertebrae. All right, let's continue. We have the spinal column, and what else it's used for? Go ahead.
Your spinal column has 2 important jobs. First, protects the soft spinal cord, which runs through the vertebrae. The
spinal
The
cord when you're ready.
spinal cord is the place where all the nerves in your body meet to send information to your brain. The spinal column also allows you to bend, twist, roll, and flip, because the backbone is a chain of bones instead of one solid bone. It is very flexible and can move in many directions.
Good.
Okay, the
Go
skull
ahead.
is
The
now
skull.
the set of bones attached to the backbone, the ribs, and the pelvic. Okay, bones are attached
Bone.
to
Good.
it too. Wait, pelvis or pelvic?
Pelvic. Here. It's the pelvis when we're talking about the bones. In the pelvis, it's the pelvic bones in the pelvis. That makes sense. So pelvic is describing the bones, and pelvis is the whole thing.
Pelvic bones are attached to it too. Along with giving shape to your chest, the ribs protect the lungs and heart. If you bring your chest, your lungs, if you bang your chest, your lungs and heart don't get squashed because the ribs provide a sturdy wall around them. Your rib cage has 12 bones on each side, each of which is connected to one of the 12 thoracic vertebrae.
Yeah, very good. So, what are the two organs that the ribs protect? Mainly protect.
The heart and the lungs.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's continue.
Near the top of the spinal column, you'll also find the
Scapula.
scapula and the clavicle on each side. Scapula is the technical term for the shoulder blade, and clavicle is the technical term for the collarbone. Oh,
Good.
collarbone.
Yep, you got it. The collarbone. It's this one.
Oh, okay. The
Scapula.
The scapula and the clavicle make up the shoulder near the bottom of the spinal column. Two hip bones from the pelvis on each side. The pelvic bone looks like a shell dish or bowl. That's because it holds intestines and lower body organs.
Good. All right. So this is what I already talked about. Like the skeleton of a newborn baby is not the same as a skeleton of the adult. An unborn baby has cartilage instead of bones. As the unborn baby grows and develops, the cartilage hardens and turns into bone. So by the time the baby is born, most of the cartilage has become bones, and some of their joints or the sutures here in their skull continue to grow with the brain. Now, which one is not a keyword of this section, Ivanka? Not a keyword.
Wait, this one doesn't have sound.
Oh, yeah, they don't always have sound like organs. Very good. All right, appendages. Let's go ahead with the humerus, the ulna, the radius, the wristbone. Yes.
Legs and feet. Their appendages allow you to perform different activities. Your arms and hands allow you to fit and hold things, while your legs and feet help you to move around. These actions are possible in part because of the bones inside your appendages.
your arms.
Okay, wait.
Right here.
Your arms
contain.
each contain 3 bones: the humerus, the radius, and the ulna. The humerus is the upper arm bone attached at the top to the shoulder. The radius and the ulna make up the lower part of the arm, between the elbow and wrist.
Good. All right, let's continue.
These kids use as writing, drawing, playing the piano, trying to shoot, and time.
Here, your wrist and hand. Your wrist and hand.
Okay, your wrist and hand move together. The wrist and hand together have more bones than any other part of your body. 27. That's a total of 54 bones for each hand, both hands. Because wrists and hands have so many bones, they are very flexible and precise, allowing us to do complex activities such as writing, drawing, playing the piano, and tying shoelaces. The bones of the legs and feet are similar to the bones of the arms and hands. The top portion of the leg is one solid bone called thigh bone or femur.
Thigh bone, like your thigh. Your thigh bone.
Okay, thigh
or
bone.
femur. Or femur.
Femur, okay. The bottom part of an X-ray hand. Okay.
Bottom part of the leg.
Okay, the bottom part of the leg has 2 bones. The shin bone. Shin bone.
Or tibia.
Or tibia, and the fibula. Between the upper and the lower parts of the leg is one more bone, the kneecap or patella. The kneecap.
Kneecap.
Kneecap. Okay. Kneecap lies over the knee joint, protecting the tendons beneath it that allow the leg to bend. Like the hand, the foot is a complex collection of many bones. Each foot has one less bone than a hand, 26, for a total of 52 bones for both feet. The ankle and heel of foot have 7 tarsal bones. The ball of the foot has 5 metatarsal bones, like the hand. The foot has 14
phalanges.
14 phalanges. 2 for the big toe and the 3 each.
3 for the. It's a sentence. We're going to complete. Then we're going to talk about this.
Each for the
remaining
toes, skin and tissue on the bottoms or soles of the feet protect the bones from impact of running and jumping. I mean, are these pictures from Tiger School? I didn't see them when I was looking at the reading the passage.
Well, maybe sometimes it's different. Yeah, sometimes it's a little different. All right. I know that sometimes my teacher notes are different than what shows up on the lesson. But this one just has a lot of things. So we have, the kids use their arms. So let's talk about some of these. What makes your wrists and hands so flexible and precise? They have a lot of what?
They have a lot of tiny bones.
Yeah, that's very good. And what are the differences between bones in hands and feet?
Oh, okay. If you have 2 hands, it's 27. You have 2 feet, it has 26 inches. There's one bone.
One bone different. Very, very good. All right, let's continue. One last chapter. Don't get out of joint. Go ahead.
Don't get out of joint. Along with 206 bones, the adult human body has over 100 joints. Joints are the places where bones meet. Bones are hard and unbending. But because bones are connected at joints, our bodies can bend and twist. Not all joints are the same, though. And the joint where humerus connects to the shoulder bone is a ball and socket joint. The connection between the femur and the pelvis, great name, is another joint of this type. The top end of the humerus has a ball shape. This ball fits snugly into a round socket in the shoulder. The same is true for femur, which fits into the pelvis.
Good. So what is the definition of joints? What is a joint? It's in the first paragraph. What is the basic, the most basic?
Joints are the places where bones meet.
Yes. All right, we have one other, the elbow joint. Go ahead.
Okay. The elbow joint and the knee joint are hinge joints. Hinge joints can only bend in one direction. The joints between the vertebrae of your spine are swivel joints. Wow. Which tilt and turn. Structures connect to the skull bones, but do not allow much movement. What is the difference between hinge joints and swivel joints?
Yeah, so what is the difference?
The difference is hinge joints bend. However, swivel joints tilt and turn.
Yeah, very good. So our swivel joints have a little bit more flexibility and options. So fun fact, we used to actually say the K sound in Old English. We would say knee, knight, kno. But around the 15th century, people found it when they were speaking faster, and they found it difficult in everyday conversation. So we just gradually dropped it over about 100 years. But we kept the spelling. So if you were to go back in time and go to like Great Britain in 1500s, 1502, you would be saying the knee joint, which is always kind of fun. All right, we're going to go to this one. So why? What did we learn today? How are bones important to humans? We didn't talk at all about blood manufacturing, but what did we learn today? Why our joints are important to our bones? What do you think was the most interesting thing that we learned today?
The most
Ivanka.
interesting thing is probably I think all of them are pretty interesting.
Good. Well, how do you think you can make your bones healthier? What things could you do or eat? What do you think helps us keep healthy bones?
You can have a balanced diet.
Yeah, with lots of calcium, getting vitamin D. As you get older, our bones, especially women, we start to lose a lot of that and our bones get weaker. So it's good to lift heavy weights, to keep our bones strong. I take calcium actually as well, like a supplement. Sorry. My husband accidentally pressed the alarm. All right. Well, anyways, very, very good job today, Ivanka. That is it for our class today. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you in our next class. All right.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Ivanka. Bye-bye.
那你帮我退出去，我现在不太方便。